Hi everyone, and welcome back to Pause for Self-Care. Today I would like to touch on the Mother's Day, Father's Day subject. Now, when I'm recording this, we've actually just passed Mother's Day and Father's Day is approaching in June. And well, not all of us have a wonderful Mother's Day and Father's Day. And it's simply because we are triggered by the day because, maybe our relationship with our parents wasn't as perfect as others. And maybe we are just really triggered by the day because maybe our parent passed and we can't spend the day with them. Maybe it's because, we spent that day with our grandparents. So, yeah, hopefully I can allow you to relate to my story and give you a few tips to help you through the day. Okay, so my story, Mother's Day is really difficult for me. I'm a giver. I absolutely love to give, and I love to see people's reactions of getting something that they really like or that they've really wanted. And it makes me really happy to see that. So even though my relationship with my mother wasn't really great, throughout my childhood, that was my aim. And when the day came that I could actually give her a gift and buy it myself, that was something for me. But of course, it was short-lived with her. I wasn't the perfect child to her, so I never got the reaction I wanted. But that's who I am. I still love to give. And for me, in later years, actually realizing how strained our relationship actually was and how negative the relationship was for me, I'd look at greeting cards and, wanting to really, really give her something, possibly wanting the relationship that my friends had and I saw other people have. I'd look at these cards and I'd read them and I'd think, can I really say that? And it's sad because I really couldn't say, you're a wonderful mother, you do this for me, you do that for me, you are wonderful to your grandkids. There weren't moments like that I could be grateful for. And it actually put a damper on the day for me because it was so really very difficult. And I know it's like that for other people in the same position. I mean, what do you say? How do you celebrate? And what I learned is that, it's okay to celebrate relationships that are mothering towards you or are fathering towards you. I mean, I had the best of both worlds. I had the sperm donor and the stepfather. And while there were good points to the stepfather relationship, the majority of it was really negative. And it's hard to change the narrative when that's how your life has been. So on those days, celebrate somebody who was a good father towards you. For me, that was my grandfather and my grandmother. And my grand passing away near Mother's Day and Gramps passing away just before Father's Day, it's kind of hard. And what I noted about this year's Mother's Day, while it was very hard, I actually did cry a little bit. And her death anniversary, she actually passed away the day after Mother's Day. And this year it was 2 days after. And I ended up looking in my photo albums. And it's not the photo I posted on social media because she would kill me. Her hair wasn't perfect and she didn't have her lipstick on, but she was smiling and laughing when the photo was taken. And we were playing around and doing a competition on my auntie's exercise bike. She'd recently passed away, but we were spending our holiday in her flat. And gosh, there were so many memories in that flat of her teaching me to play piano. And it was nice spending time there, and my gran and I having competitions on this bike to see how long we could pedal while we were waiting for the news to finish so we could get the next day's weather. And Gramps was snapping a few photographs. He was always behind the camera. He loved it. And yeah, I love being behind the camera too. So it's a lot of good memories that came up, and it actually changed the day for me, looking at those good memories of somebody who was a good parent to me. But, they don't have to be generally like a parent. They don't have to be a grandparent. They can be somebody who gave you good advice and you could celebrate them. You could decide to celebrate you and how you've changed your life. Make your own celebration. Decide that this day is the way you have decided to mother yourself. And yeah, take a picture of yourself as little you. For me, it's a picture of myself in primary school uniform on the first day of grade 1 that my gramps took. And when I think of my inner child, that is who I picture in front of me. And I decide to give that little girl the love that she deserved, the love that her granny and gramps gave her. Not necessarily her parents gave her, but the love that they gave her grandparents, and knowing that I was deserving of the love and affection that parents could give me. And I decide to give my little self a hug and just know that I'm special in my own way. Yes, I've got a lot of faults. I do. But these kind of days, you don't need to focus on that. Rather focus on what's good in you, what's changed. And that's a way to celebrate. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself every day, because you are worth celebrating. Yeah, some days I have bad days and I don't feel like I'm worth celebrating. And that's okay too. The good days and the bad days, and hoping that on these anniversaries and these days can be a little bit lighter, but also knowing that maybe it's gonna be a tough day is okay. It's okay no matter how the day turned out. It's okay to acknowledge your feelings. So if it's a day that you can't feel like you can celebrate, but you acknowledge yourself and you acknowledge, well, okay, I'm not feeling that great. It's okay. I'd also like to say here that one post actually really triggered me one year. And this woman turned around and said, "It's Father's Day. Stop talking about your sperm donor. Stop making the day more difficult for those people who are celebrating their fathers." And I thought, wow. Not everybody can be happy on this day. Not everybody feels like they can celebrate. Somebody just lost their father maybe, and they don't feel like they can celebrate and be happy. So how can you take that away from them? It's okay to feel horrible. It's okay to acknowledge you. So don't let somebody having this wonderful day turn around and say to you that you can't feel how you are feeling and express it. That is cruel. So when you are perhaps somebody who is watching this video and is thinking, you know what, my friend is having a tough day, maybe send them a message in kindness on that day, because you know it's a tough day. Don't maybe mention the tough day, but send them a message just because you care. That will help. Don't turn around and tell them that their feelings are invalid because you're celebrating. No. Everybody's feelings are valid. You are valid because you are celebrating, but they are valid because they can't. So yeah, do watch my socials, because I tend to redo a post every year around this time, just with a few tips on what to do if you feel that you just can't celebrate that day. Find ways to change it up, or, make that day better for you, because that's what's important here. You are the one who's important. And yeah, you're important whether you're celebrating or not. And that's how I'll end off. And always remember to pause for self-care. And on these kind of days, up your self-care. Put extra effort into you. Cheers. Until the next time.